All right, so it's Monday morning. We are all loaded up. Just got done doing a team photo, and yeah, so we're about 4 hours away from Oklahoma City. Drive starts now.
We're here. And the booth is set up. We're pretty much good to go. We have a few more cables to get by tomorrow to get everything tidied up better, but for the most part, we're pretty much ready. Got 3 cameras set up. We got the computer over here. Now Jamie and I are wandering around looking for Joe. Day 1 wrap. Got everything set up. Oh, I'm dropping stuff as I walk, trying to film.
Got the tripod, no big deal.
No big deal. Made it to the Airbnb. Haven't quite figured out the parking situation. Looks really nice though. Home sweet home for the next week. We even have a grill.
I don't know which one you went to, but when that opened like a year ago. So as you can see, we have a lot of wires to try to hide underneath this floor. We also have a bit of a problem with not bringing long enough HDMI cables and electrical cords, so we have to make another trip out to Best Buy or Walmart. But yeah, right now we're trying to hide this mess of entanglement to make sure nobody trips while Joe and everybody else is interviewing everybody else.
Okay guys, so HDMI cables we had do not really work, which kind of sucks, so we're gonna have to buy new ones. We got them ordered at Best Buy. Joe just has to go pick them up. But other than that, we should be good to go. Yeah, it took a while, but we got there.
So finally got our HDMI cables, got all the wiring set up. Now we're just spacing out the microphones. We're gonna tape up the wires in here so somebody kicks them off. And then we're gonna make sure everything's framed up. And then I think we're about ready for a test run, right?
All right, just like that, we're set up and ready for interviews starting tomorrow. Big shout out to Braden, Jeremy, and Taryn for getting this thing knocked out and looking great. Now, we're gonna hustle upstairs and grab a seat because Matt's getting ready to give a talk that we don't wanna miss.
Yeah. First ever?
Yeah.
One thing that we do at the end of this thing, we're gonna talk a little bit about what we do on our Monday morning meetings, but it's fun so in our company, we only have one day that you have to be on time that I need to know about. And it's Mondays, and it's 7 a.m. It's super important that you're there. But if you're late, I usually look at you and I pull my watch up to let you know. No, you're not late. I'm just saying. But that guy's late. That guy's late. No, I'm kidding. So I do that because I don't really want to embarrass you in front of the entire group, but I want you to know that I know that you're late to my meeting, and that irritates me really, really bad. Taryn, where's my Taryn? Taryn, is that true?
Very true.
You have to be willing to find somebody to talk to in order to have good culture. You have to be willing to go get help if you need it. You have to be willing to go talk to somebody. I didn't think I needed help. By the way, I'm a huge believer in Christ. Christ is my center of everything for me. So I just thought, if he can move mountains, why can't he just take care of me? I'm good. I don't need a therapist. I don't need this. I can do it because with Christ and Christ alone, right? But I'm going to tell you this. Christ puts people in our lives to help us communicate to get to where we have to go. And Christ is my everything. Now I'm not a scholar, not even very good at the dang Bible. I struggle with it. But I will tell you this. I could not have made it through as a child without having faith. And I tell our people all the time, and Taryn can contest, Ben, Melanie, Rachel, everybody can contest. I tell people all the time, I don't care what you believe in. I choose Jesus Christ, my personal Savior, and that's where I want to go. If you don't want to come along, at least listen to the stories I have to tell because they're really doggone good.
All right, guys, and that wraps up Tuesday. The booth is done, like 99% done. We just completed a live test stream and went pretty well. Next thing, we're going to go back to the Airbnb, maybe probably drop off the vehicle and change, but later on is the AFA kickoff party at Apex Fence. We showed up, the band was hopping, food was being served, there were drinks and cigars being served. So all in all, great time as you're getting ready to see. All right, it is Wednesday morning. We're headed up to the Chain Link Fence Manufacturers Institute meeting at 8 a.m. And then we're back down on the floor. We're going to meet with Nationwide to go over a live we're doing with them that you guys will see already by the time you watch this. But yeah, and then the show floor opens at noon. So it's all go from here. Now, if you follow the channel, you know we also have a manufacturing company, Ozark Wireworks. As part of that, we're members of the Chain Link Fence Manufacturing Institute. Well, this morning, the CLFMI had a meeting. Now, we're not really going to show you guys the specifics of the meeting. There was a lot of private stuff being talked about, but we'll show you some highlights.
Utilization of chain link fence manufactured in accordance with appropriate quality standards so as to contribute to the privacy and security needs of the population.
First, if you look at most of the tables, there's the newly printed and developed Member's Guide to the Solar Industry.
After the meeting, it was time to kick off Fencetech 2023, and Oklahoma City did it right. The Drums Corps started it off with a bang. Now, the first day was action-packed at the Know Before You Go studios. Huge shout-out for Matt Warner for making this possible. I couldn't have done it on my own. I appreciate you for putting this together. My first interview was that evening with Steve Gillian. To see the full interview, click here. No, right there.
Hey guys, we are wrapping up the official day one here at Fencetech. There are a ton of awesome vendors here. Had a lot of good conversations and got to watch the podcast crew. It's been great. Really looking forward to tomorrow and a full day of vendors and conversations.
It is Thursday. It is Thursday.
Yeah.
It is Thursday morning. It has already been an action-packed week here at Fencetech, even though the show floor didn't open till midday yesterday. It's been a full week anyway. We're headed back to the convention center. The floor will be open all day today, 10 to 5, I believe. Afterwards is the AFA awards dinner. So another action-packed day. All right, guys, we are right in the middle of Fencetech 2023. It's day 2, well, say like 4 for us, but day 2 of the show. It's Thursday. We just got done with the first interview. Guys, I'm telling you, not just because it was on our show, but if you haven't watched it, I interviewed Ben Seegers of Seegers Fence. You guys should really check that out. Now, on to interview number 2. The interviews at the Know Before You Go studios continue to go very well. I appreciate everyone that took the time to come talk to a fence guy about fence stuff. It sure means a lot. If you guys would like to see the full interviews, we have a playlist just for these interviews. It's over here, over there. There's a playlist just for you. After an action-packed day of interviews, we had a few moments left to walk the show floor. And just like that, it was a wrap on Thursday of Fencetech 2023. All right, guys, and in a blink of an eye, it is Friday morning. The week has been a bit of a blur, but it's been a good week. We're getting checked out of the Airbnb. We're going to head over to the convention center a little bit early to try to get some content for you guys before everyone shows up. I had one last interview left in the Know Before You Go studios with the one and only, the man himself, Matt Warner. After that, we took a few more minutes to walk the show floor and saw some friends of ours in the industry and ask them about what they have going on. All right, guys, as I was walking the show floor here at Fencetech 2023, I couldn't help but notice Company Cam. If you guys follow the channel, you know we use Company Cam as a business. We have for several years. Love it. We love how we're able to instantaneously share images and now documents across the company. Whoever is logged in can see it. That's how we love using it. Also, Company Cam came on as a sponsor. Thank you very much for that. Really quickly, for the 2 or 3 contractors out there that might not know Company Cam, who are you guys and how can you help the contractors?
Yeah, that's a great question. What I would say is we're a visual first communication tool, job site documentation. Not only do we streamline the process of communication between office, sales, production, we also build a bridge between the customer and the company, building trust, providing just organization and great transparency between internally and externally.
Absolutely. And that's exactly how we like using it. Job site photos. Hopefully they're all good, nice, finished fences. Occasionally it's the damaged utility or something like that. We also like using the reports feature for, sometimes we'll have customers that live outside of Springfield that still want to see the work that was done, but they aren't on site to inspect it, so we'll send them a nice report. You guys also have tasks now, checklists, that sort of thing. A great all-around tool. It really is.
Yeah, man. Well, we appreciate the support that you've given us and the opportunity to support you as well.
Of course,
of
course.
Yeah.
Guys, if you haven't checked out Company Cam, I'll include a link in the description below. Free 14-day trial. You can't go wrong. Check out Company Cam.
Thanks, guys.
We're coming to you again from Fencetech 23 in OKC. Here with our good friends at Z&D. I was walking the floor and saw them and just knew we had to come say hi.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much for coming by. We really think a lot of you, and thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Now, if you guys watch the channel at all, you know we already love using the Z&D panels. They stack really easy. They're lighter yet sturdy and stable than the homemade chain link panels that we've made in the past. Here's one thing I thought was interesting. So the stands are always a weak link, right? So, and typically they break, or at least ours do.
Always.
Right here, they always rip and tear no matter what. So with their stands, they actually go all the way through. This is heavy steel, goes all the way through, welded at the bottom. Now, what I heard was the complaint is these actually don't move, they don't bend.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Fence installers say, well, we're used to them bending and we can manipulate it and do, well, that's not what we want. We want it to be strong and sturdy, and this is that.
Absolutely. Guys, check out Z&D. I'll have a link in the description below. We like using their panels. I think you will too. As I'm walking the show floor, couldn't help but see Galv Pro. If you guys watch the channel, you know that we love using Galv Pro products in the fabrication shop. Matt and his guys use these products a lot. Now, we use the Black Fence Match and the Galv Match Plus. Really like it, but it looks like you have a few other offerings as well.
Yeah, we got a few other offerings here. We've got a red oxide for rusted materials in that. If you're doing repairs of rusted ornamental iron or fencing, it kind of encapsulates that, keeps it from continuing the rust.
Nice.
Needs to be top coated with another product to match whatever you're working on. I've got a heavy zinc primer. This is a 93% zinc. And this is a true primer. You should top coat it with probably a black or a silver aluminum match. And then we have our silver aluminum match. This is a UV protected, just like our black fence match. UV protected paint so it won't fade in the sun. Matches a lot of other fencing materials in that are used in the field.
Guys, if you're looking for a quality paint to match either galvanized or your black ornamental products, check out Galv Pro. We like them. I think you will too. Hey everybody, Joe Everest, the fence expert. I'm here at Fencetech 2023 at OKC at the Ameristar booth because it is front and center. No matter where you came into the show, you saw Ameristar.
You can't miss us.
And we've got a couple new things to talk about, so we decided to show you guys at home that maybe weren't able to come to the show.
Yes, let's show them. All right, first thing we're gonna show you guys is the update that we have to our Exodus gates. So we now offer an automatic gate operator for our Exodus gates. Meets a bunch of different codes and standards like ADA. I love it. check out Exodus Gates. New information is on our website. Chris, you want to tell them a little bit about Gridlock?
Yeah, sure. Let's take a walk with them. Let's head this way. So in addition to Gridlock as well, we've got our transport traverse gate, but if you guys want more information on that, we'll tell you how to do that in just a minute. So this is going to be our Gridlock rapid deploy fence barrier system. A lot of big companies and big names will throw up shells of their buildings when they come out, but a lot of their sensitive equipment or information is still out in the open. So they need something that can travel with them as they spot and place their stuff for permanent homes. And this Gridlock system is great for that. You have two different ways that you can install it. And Rachel, if you can find the ground anchor screw, as a matter of fact, it is right in here on the other side of the gate. You have 18 inch
It's really, really
screws.
heavy, so be prepared,
Okay, I'm
okay?
ready.
All right.
For the cast grade aluminum.
It's actually not heavy at all. I've been duped.
Just 18 inches in the ground with this guy
Okay.
leaves you a very, very sturdy format for direct bury applications.
This is great. It looks like it's anti-climb.
It is. Anti-climb and cut-through resistance, the same mesh that we use for our Wireworks anti-climb system.
Yep.
So, but let's say in situations that they don't want to use a direct bury because you're going into concrete. You
Okay.
also have the options of a base plate extension.
Okay.
So these extensions are 30 to 35 pounds, 1/4 inch solid steel, which eliminates the need for a ballast for removable fence systems.
Sure.
So this has multiple applications, and we see it taking off big time in the future for different removable applications as well.
Absolutely. This takes temporary fencing to
To
a completely different level.
Whole new level. We always talk about it in our training that it's like comparing your kids when they're 4 or 5 for their birthday. They get those little electric Jeeps and
Yeah.
electric trucks
Power
that go
wheels.
around
Yeah.
to like my half-ton pickup. It's night and day between the two, you know.
Gotcha.
So, but yes, this we see taking off in the industry big time and being a game changer when we're talking about removable and temporary fencing.
And
Absolutely.
you may have noticed our nice blue bison
Ah,
that
you
are
have noticed
chilling
this.
around the booth here. This is one of our metal adornment cutouts that we offer as well.
That is
Okay.
right.
So you guys produce these as well?
We do.
all in-house.
We do.
In-house,
Yep.
Very good. Now, where can people see the warehouse? See things such as this? Is there a way for contractors to come out and check out Ameristar?
Yes, so Chris and I are the corporate trainers. If you don't know, if you don't follow us on social media, please do.
For the two people that maybe don't
Yes.
know.
So we do training classes at our facility in Tulsa. So we bring you guys into our facility. You get to see the entire process from start to finish. So the coils of steel, domestic steel,
There you
made
go.
into our pickets, rails, post, pipe and tube, most of our brackets.
And also, they get to meet their people. So anybody who does
Yes.
business with Ameristar, you can meet your inside sales rep. You get to meet your executive leadership team for Ameristar.
And you get to learn about all of our products.
All of it.
All the products.
Everything. So everything you guys have seen here, plus a few more.
Yeah,
Just a
and we make it really fun. I mean, if you can imagine, Chris and I try to make the classes just as fun and as engaging as we possibly can. There's some games, there's some contests.
I mean,
I can imagine.
we may make it kind of interesting and better than any training they've ever seen before in their lives, but
Maybe.
I may be a little biased. It's fine.
Well, Joe, we're so happy to see you this year. I mean, as
Absolutely.
always.
Yes.
I always appreciate seeing you guys. It's always so good. I get to see you guys in person rather than just on a
the
screen.
faces,
Yeah.
yep.
It's always so good.
Absolutely.
All right.
Appreciate you showing me around.
Joe,
Yeah,
we
thanks,
appreciate
Joe.
the time, man. Thank you so much.
You got it. You got
See
it.
you guys.
All right, guys, that wraps up AFA's Fencetech 2023 here in OKC. Next year, we'll be in Nashville in January, so we can't wait to see you guys there. Thank you for everyone that came up and said hi. I love meeting all of you guys. I hope you got good value out of this video. Until next time, I'm Joe Everest, the fence expert, reminding you that good fences make good neighbors.